Hey, welcome in Huntsville. Another wonderful good morning to you. Thanks for waking up with us. What do you love about Huntsville? What makes this a great place to be?
Everyone here is very genuine and very kind and friendly. You never hesitate to speak up and say hello or good morning or just acknowledge the person walking by.
The thing that I love most about Huntsville, I love the peace that Huntsville brings. I love the peace that it gives me.
I feel accepted and part of the town and like I belong here.
Huntsville is where my lovely wife lived when I met her, so I moved here. So I'm pretty thankful for her.
Starting to pick up.
Yep. Well, that'll be great on live, on a podcast.
Hey, we may lose one of these canopies. There it goes.
Oh, boy.
I knew that was going to happen.
We're bucking for you in Huntsville, Texas.
Yeah, you're live, Irma. Welcome. What's up, Irma? How you doing? We got you. Hey, we're tapped into your computer there too, where you work. We can actually see you on video. I hacked your computer. So beautiful earrings today, Irma. You're always beautiful. Very nice.
You're so silly.
Hey, good morning, Huntsville, and welcome into another edition of Good Morning Huntsville. Always our joy and honor to bring you this show every single day as we continue to move along. We are creeping closer to that episode 150. We will not have a celebration, though. We're going to wait till we hit 200, but we want to welcome you in. And Jennifer Augustinetti already chiming in, as always. Appreciate you, Jennifer, saying it is a thankful Thursday. And Jennifer, we are always so happy to see you on our stream as soon as we get started, saying I'm thankful for God's mercies and a new start every day. So, Jennifer, we love you. We always appreciate you. Many other people are already commenting in. We'll get to those as this show goes on today. So as we get started, let us know that you're out there. Let us know what you're thankful for this morning as you're waking up with us. And we hope everyone is having a great start to a Thursday. If you're not, you just have to wake up and make that declaration that, you know what, today's going to be a great day. And if you say that, you may still have some adversity. Some things may come your way, but I guarantee you're going to have a better attitude as you're waking up again today here on a Thursday. Friends, we got a great show lined up today. We'll talk about that here in just a moment. Our friend Denise Winston is here, and we have a foreign exchange student going to be joining us. So we're going to learn a little bit about Spain this morning, and just a great young man that is joining us. And so we'll be talking with Uri here in just a little bit. So we're excited to have him. And we will also talk about great things happening throughout our community. Yesterday, wonderful show. We enjoyed having Tara Burnett on as we get closer to Veterans Day coming up on Saturday, and then other events happening too. The Marines' birthday coming up on the 10th also. So it's a great week to honor all of our military veterans and those that serve. And as we said yesterday on the show, if you see someone around town today wearing, maybe a Vietnam veteran hat, Korea veteran, whatever you see, if you see someone around today, just tell them thank you, and maybe extend an offer to buy them lunch today. And let's continue to wake up and make a difference in our community. We are getting going here as we celebrate all things good happening in Huntsville. This show on a Thursday is made possible in part by our great friend Elliot Herzlick of Elliot's Jewelers and online at elliotsjewelers.com. We wouldn't be able to be here in this studio without Elliot, and we appreciate him. And also Paul Oley of the Gallery. We are right next door to the gallery, just utilizing a little space here that he has, and we appreciate Paul so much. We're working on a program right now trying to figure out how we can get some Santa photos, and so maybe that will come to pass here in the next few days. We're working with a couple of organizations, and we'll have more information on that as well, trying to get our good friend Santa George back in the Conroe area involved. He loves coming down to Huntsville, and we appreciate him. He's been a big part of this show since we got started. And so we appreciate Santa George as well. So we're working on quite a few different things. Also, we wouldn't be able to be here on a Thursday without our great friends from the Color Bar. Justin is not here today, and Abby, I think, is on her way here in just a few moments. So we'll have her on once we get rolling here in just a few minutes. So we want to thank the Color Bar, appreciate all that they do here in the community. And they are still here in Huntsville. We always bring that up every single show, but we appreciate Justin Killingsworth and his staff and just the great work that they do here, helping folks feel confident, helping folks to be their best, to look their best, and that's what Justin and his team do. If you're down in the Conroe area, they have the location in Conroe as well, so make sure that you check them out online. You can find out more information. Just search for the Color Bar Huntsville and also the Color Bar Conroe on your social media feeds. Again, friends, let us know you're out there this morning. Other folks already chiming in, letting us know. Stephanie Valley, good to see you, saying good morning. I'm happy for family and friends and health, and praying for all folks that are involved in the service. We appreciate you, Steph. Samantha Havard also saying hello, saying good morning. Good morning to you, Samantha. Always great to see you here on the stream. Clay Talsworth over 0 Degree Candy saying good morning, Huntsville. Good morning to you, Clay. Also, Jamie Saucier saying thankful for God's mercy, family, and country. And by the way, our sign that's hanging up, I always want to mention that. That's from our good friend Jamie Saucier of Saucier Woodworks. We wouldn't have that sign without him. And man, we've gotten so many compliments on that, Jamie. So thank you for helping us out with that as well. More people also saying hello. We'll get to those as time goes on. We do want to welcome everybody in also that's joining us on the Spirit Radio FM app this morning. And we're starting to have a lot of listeners through Spirit Radio as well. So thank all of you for being with us. We'll step aside. We'll take a break. We'll get Denise on here in just a few moments, and we'll hear from her first. And then we'll bring on our friend Uri, who is here today. And we're excited to talk to him in just a few moments as well. Huntsville, it's all about you this morning. As always, this is your show as we continue to celebrate all things good happening here in our community. We'll talk more, too, about some events that are happening as we lead up to this weekend and Veterans Day, and also some football games going on. Tonight, New Waverly is on the road as they will be playing Dangerfield at Henderson ISD, so we're looking forward to that game. And then, of course, right here locally, as the Huntsville Hornets will be opening up their by-district round of the playoffs on Friday. For now, though, we'll step aside, we'll take a break, and do want to remind you, keyword, this week we continue it. We're bringing it back. The keyword is fall. And we have a $20 gift certificate today to Double Dave. So we appreciate Denise for bringing that. So we're going to be giving away a $20 gift certificate to Double Dave's Pizza, and also a little swag bag for you this morning. We've got some goodies that we'll toss in there as well. All you got to do is text in the keyword fall along with your name on the Granny Mary's Cajun Asian Cuisine text line at 936-339-0139. For now, though, we'll have local news. We'll hear from our sponsors. We'll be back in a moment. It's your show as always. This is Good Morning Huntsville.
I'm Rob Hipp, and here's the news for your Thursday. As the holiday season twinkles into the heart of Huntsville, the Downtown Business Alliance invites you to the annual Christmas Lighting Festival this Saturday, November the 11th from 3:30 to 7:30 p.m. Join the community for a magical evening at this free family-style sip and shop event. Experience the joy of the season with balloon artists and children's activities that will light up little faces. Watch the enchanting performances by the Sam Houston State University dancers and snap a photo with the beloved Sammy Bearcat. And let's not forget, Santa himself will be there, hosting memories to last a lifetime. So come on down, make memories, and watch as downtown Huntsville glows up for the holidays. For a full list of festivities and other events, visit HuntsvilleDBA.com. Don't miss out on this winter wonderland experience right in the heart of our city. Join the Hearts Veterans Museum this Saturday, November the 11th at 6 p.m. for the Veterans Day Banquet. The evening promises great food, music, and a silent auction featuring retired retired Colonel Robert Harmon as the special guest speaker. Dress casually or in uniform if you prefer. Tickets are $35 each. Tables have been sold out. You can get your tickets at the museum. Donate auction items by November the 10th and bake goods by the event day at noon. The celebration is at 463 State Highway 75 North in Huntsville. For details, call 936-295-5959 or email Tara Burnett at heartsmuseum.com. Come and honor our veterans. This weekend, the Huntsville Holiday Market beckons at the Walker County Fairgrounds. Dive into a treasure trove of antiques, home decor, and unique gifts from November the 11th and 12th. With over 100 vendors, it's a small business bonanza where you can find that perfect holiday gem. Snap a selfie with Santa at booth number 38 and grab a swag bag if you're among the first 25 on Saturday for a mere $7. And with kids under 12 free, you get 2 days of festive shopping. Wrap up your visit with a stroll through historic downtown Huntsville. Don't miss this market. It's your one-stop shop for those special Christmas finds. Visit HuntsvilleAntiqueShow.com for more information. A large fire at Sound Resource Solutions in Shepherd, Texas necessitated a multi-agency response with foam to combat the blaze, which broke out after a reported explosion involving glue and paint remover solvents. The incident, beginning around 8:17 a.m. yesterday morning, led to one worker suffering burns and being hospitalized. Crews remained on site to tackle hot spots and monitor for flare-ups while environmental authorities plan remediation efforts. Initially, residents were ordered to shelter in place yesterday due to the presence of toxic chemicals like diesel and turpentine, but those orders have since been lifted, with air quality deemed safe by officials. The injured worker, new to the company, is under medical observation. All other employees are accounted for, with no further injuries reported. The Texas Commission on Environmental Quality continues its investigation into the fire's impact. Shepherd is just an hour from Huntsville. No impact in the Huntsville area is expected. And finally, a quick look at your weather today. Expect a rainy day ahead with a 70% chance of showers and possible thunderstorms, turning more likely after 4 p.m. this afternoon. Mostly cloudy with the high near 78. Winds will shift to the northeast. Tonight, heavy showers and storms continue with a low of 57, and chance of rain increases to 90%. Tomorrow, the rain persists mainly before noon with cloudy skies and a cooler high of only 61 degrees. So keep those raincoats ready. That's what's happening in and around Huntsville. Have a blessed day, friends. There's a place in Huntsville and now in Conroe where you're more than a customer, you're part of the family. A place where style meets comfort and every visit feels like a treat. Welcome to the Color Bar Hair Salon. From the moment you walk in, our friendly stylists work to create a look that's perfect for you. Whether it's a fresh cut, a vibrant new color, or a blowout for that special occasion, at the Color Bar, we've got you covered. We pride ourselves on creating an environment where our guests can relax, enjoy a beverage, and let us do the pampering. We use top-notch products like Kevin Murphy and even offer hair extensions for those looking to add a little extra flair. And when it's got to be perfect, we ensure you leave looking and feeling your best self. But don't just take our word for it. Book a reservation or buy a gift card online and experience it firsthand. Visit us online at colorbartx.com and discover why at the Color Bar Hair Salon you get an experience that goes beyond. The Color Bar, where you belong. See you soon.
When you live and work in the town where you were born and raised, lots of people become just like family. I'm Billy Cawthon, manager of Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. Over the years, we've shared a lot of good times and some tough times, and I'm honored to be the one you call on in your time of need. At Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, our goal is to help our neighbors in need and always provide the most outstanding service available, even on those really tough days. I thank you for your trust in us. At Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, we're here for you.
Hey, I'm Denise Olivas, Business Account Specialist at Walker County Federal Credit Union. One of the best things I hear from our members is how they love being treated like they're important, like their family. Sure, our members love things like low rates on loans too, but combine that with the friendliest and most helpful service in town, and you've got Walker County Federal, taking care of our members. It's what we do. We are Walker County Federal Credit Union, member NCUA.
Hey friends, Rob Hip here. As a guy, jewelry's not really my thing. I never know what I'm looking for. I feel uncomfortable, and I just don't understand how certain things look good together. But that's why I depend on Elliot Herzlich at Elliot's Jewelers. Whenever Bridget and I wanted to get engaged, we said, we need to go to a place to where someone's going to take care of us. They're going to make me feel comfortable as a guy, but they're also going to take care of her needs as well. So I went into Elliot's, and he was so gracious and compassionate with my understanding, and I wanted something that looked a little masculine masculine for my engagement band. And he said, I've got the perfect thing for you. And he found some white hammered gold that was trimmed in 14 karat gold. Also put a diamond on that ring to signify my love for Bridget. And as we grow and our family grows, we can put a diamond around the rest of those. So friends, if you're looking for someone that is dedicated to customer service, that understands the needs of people and does what's right all the time, there's nobody better than my friend. It's Elliot Herzlich at Elliot's Jewelers. Visit him online at elliotsjewelers.com. Well, a pleasant good Thursday morning. Boy, Thursday, that felt kind of weird to say that. I can't believe it's already Thursday. We want to welcome you back in. Thanks for being a part of the show as always here on Good Morning Huntsville. Waking up a little early still, 7:17 in the morning. Feels a lot later because that time change still, 66 degrees as you're getting up with us here today. But boy, that humidity at 96% feels like a little rainforest outside, and it's only going to continue to get worse as the day. I don't want to say get worse, Denise. You know, this is a positive show. There's no getting worse. Good to have you on, Denise.
You too.
Good to see you. I'm going to fix this really quick here. Yeah, there we go. Awesome.
There you go. I'm not a gamer, so I don't know how to.
Yeah, it kind of doesn't it feel like that? Yeah. We had like microphones, and that's what that little plug is for. But we decided these are just better and they sound better. So I invested in all this stuff years ago, and I was like, cool, I'm going to put this in. And it's funny how sometimes you invest in things that you think are great, and then you try them and you're like, this doesn't sound great. I'm just going to go back to what always has worked, right?
Yep. Usually it's the original things that do work, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
So just remember that as you're waking up today. The original things sometimes work the best. Well, Denise Winston joining us here on a Thursday. Our show is always on Thursday, brought to you by the Color Bar. But Denise, good to have you back on. It's been a while. I know that you've kind of, I don't want to say shifted gears because you're still involved in exchange programs, but just kind of a different part of the exchange program, I guess, kind of a different business, but still under the same leadership. So let us know about that and just kind of what you've been up to.
Yeah, so our owner actually has two companies. They're both nonprofits. And so when I came on last time, it was with the bigger organization that was ASSE. And I transitioned in September over to our smaller nonprofit, which is World Heritage Student Exchange. And World Heritage was started in the 1980s. And it was originally just a reciprocal program between Spain, and America. And since then, it's expanded to over 50 countries. And so we're a little bit smaller, but we get all of the same students as ASSE does. We pull from the same pool, and we get great students like Yuri every year. And so it's really fun. So I'm doing the same thing with the same people, just a different brand.
Yeah, well, that's great. Well, we so enjoyed. I think Justin was the one who connected you with us. Boy, has it been like 4 months already? Has it really been that long?
Gosh,
3
I
or
think
4
it was
months?
like April or May. So it's been a while.
Yeah, because we had just started the show back in March when Bridget and I came back, and Justin said, hey, we have to get Denise on. She's awesome, and she's got some really cool things to talk about because Justin is involved in the exchange program as well.
He is. He's one of our host families. They're amazing.
Do you ever have families? I was thinking about this with Bridget, and if Bridget's listening right now, she's like, we're not ready for that. Don't worry, sweetheart. I'm not asking Denise to sign us up. But do you ever have families that have infant children that are also hosting exchange students?
It's funny you asked that. This morning, I just did a post on our Facebook page. We have a girl from France in Cyprus, and she has 4 small host siblings, newborn up to probably about 5 years old. And, they brought a high schooler into their life, but she's having an amazing time. And so there's a picture on our Facebook page this morning of her at the fall festival with her little host siblings.
That's great. The pastor at our church, he has 10 children.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting here with 2, and I'm like, 10? That's awesome. And then you think about folks who are hosting exchange students, such as yourself and many others that are so heavily involved. I think it's so great because you just think about, folks like Yuri, and we'll talk to Yuri here in just a little bit. I was hoping, to really, focus this morning on the great things about exchange students and the programs. And you've done such an incredible job bringing awareness, especially this area too. But I think about, me having a baby, our little girl, And I'm thinking, Bridget, open up the door one day. We're going to do some exchange. I think it'd be a lot of fun.
Well, you have you have only children that really want to have a sibling. Or you have like my youngest, he's always asked us for, a baby. Can I be an older brother? No, we're not having, we have 5, we're not having any more, But we host exchange students. And so for him, it would be great for him to go to a family that has young children because he's always wanted to be an older brother. And so we have lots of students that come over like that. So I always tell families that have young children, don't wait till your kids are in high school. Do it now because it's one of the best experiences they'll ever have.
I'll ask Yuri in a minute. It sounds fun, Yuri, if you have like a little child. But I'm going to tell you, he may change his mind whenever we start hearing about babies and diapers,
Well, Yuri's in a house full of girls.
Okay, all right.
So he's got a total of teenage girls. So he has a totally different. So again, people say, well, I have girls. I don't want to host a boy. He's in a house full of teenage girls, and it's been a great experience.
Yeah, well, that's great. Well, it's so much fun and so great to have you back on, Denise, to share stories with us, some insight. I mean, so from the time we know that, now working – it's kind of the same owner or governorship, if you will, but still involved, obviously, in hosting exchange students and helping folks. What have you been up to in these last few months? Have you had other exchange students? Has it just been Yuri? We
have 13 here in this area.
Oh, awesome!
And
okay.
So and from lots of different countries, and then my youngest is going to travel abroad and be an exchange student next year for his senior year. So we've been working on his application, and then I'll leave here and I'll go up to Double Dave's and work with the 18+ program from the high school. So I'm up there every Thursday morning with them, and they're wonderful kiddos to be a part of that program with. So staying busy on all fronts.
If folks, maybe there's somebody, this morning watching and they said, I've always wanted to be involved. And I know we mentioned this several months ago. We have so many new folks that join us now, not only through Spirit Radio, but also through our social media feed. Somebody out there this morning saying, I've always wanted to host an exchange student. What does that process kind of look like, and how do they go through that?
Yeah, so it is one of the easiest things you will ever do. You go online, in our case, it would be world-heritage.org, and you click the I want to be a host family button, and once you do that, you fill that application out. We run a background check. Somebody's going to come over to your home and do a home visit, and then we will check your references. And from there, you're simply going to look at a list of students that fit your family and pick one that would be a good match. And we help you with that. So we'll look at your interests to find out, your husband plays golf and your daughter likes basketball. Okay, so we'll find a student that kind of maybe enjoys some of those same things.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah. And it's a good opportunity this morning to learn more. You can go to world-heritage.org. Again, Denise Winston here with us, world-heritage.org. When you were on several months ago, Justin and I were talking with you, and we said, what if a situation works to where maybe that exchange student doesn't? You think at first maybe, it's got to be a good fit for everyone. Mm-hmm. So don't feel obligated if something happens, right?
Right, yeah. Well, I mean, theoretically, we would love 100% of our matches to work, but that's just not going to happen. And we do work. I'll give you my example. We're hosting an Italian girl. She was not happy with me last week. But does that mean she's going to change host families?
Yeah,
no. She's a teenager, and we work through her things, and she's fine. Yesterday, she was back to her normal self. And so we help you work through those things. Like I called her area rep, even though this is what I do. Mm-hmm. I called her area rep and said, hey, these are the things that we're having issues with. And her area rep was able to talk to her. So I can just be mom. And so that's what we do. We come alongside you. And once we do that and we get communication, a lot of it's just communication, then it typically things work out. But if they don't, we help the student with finding another host family. And a lot of times the family will try to host again, and then that will be a great match.
Yeah. Well, that's good. Yeah. So, folks, it's a great opportunity just for host families to learn about new cultures, and then for host families to also bring in young people that are trying to discover a new culture themselves, and to have new experiences. Yeah. And I think that's what life is all about, experiences. And we always try to have a little bit of inspiration on this show every day. And so maybe that's the inspiration this morning is, you've kind of felt in the doldrums. You kind of like, it's been stagnant the last 10 years. Look into this. Seriously, look into hosting an exchange student. I mean, it could dramatically change your life. It's going to be a blessing to the host students that come in as well. And or to the exchange students that come in as well. And it's a great opportunity. For us, and I always bring up examples when I was heavily involved in the sports broadcasting, where I'll still do that for the high school level, but not so much for college anymore. But I love the part of it for those 6 years where we were going. Now, we never went to another country, but it was so cool just to experience the different cultures across the United States. So you can only imagine how great it is if you've experienced that through multiple states, what it's like from having someone from, all the way across the world.
Right. And you never know what the Lord has in store for you because, we have 5 kids. I never thought I would be sending my child overseas in high school. Most American parents wait till college to do study abroads. But we were hosting our 7th student, and they've been around hundreds of students. And now he's like, yeah, I'll go my senior year. And that wasn't our plan, and so you never know what the Lord has in store. And maybe you can't host, but you could come alongside and be an area representative for a student because they need mentors and advocates while they're here too. Your son,
Rylan, is just hanging out in the studio with us here today. Has he been an exchange student?
No, but he will be next year for his senior year. Yeah.
All right. Where's he going? Do you guys know yet? Do you have all that planned out?
He was thinking Italy, but now I think he's decided on Spain.
Ah, okay. See, Yuri's having the influence on him already. So there you go.
And we hosted a boy from Spain last year, and our girl this year is Italian. And so he was going between those 2 countries. And the other day he said, I think Spain's where I want to go. And I said, okay.
It's pretty cool to think about our community and Huntsville being a small, close-knit, tight community. But, having an opportunity for this community to really open up the eyes of young people from other places, just like Yuri from Spain that we'll talk to here in a minute. It's so neat to have that resource and that connection here. And we so appreciate you and what you do because without you and others, obviously, we wouldn't be able to have this here in Huntsville. So it's great.
Well, we appreciate Mr. Trevino and Dr. Shepard in the high school because without them allowing our students to come in, it wouldn't be possible. And they're wonderful. They welcome them with open arms.
They do. We appreciate Huntsville ISD, all the administration there, and them for allowing this program to happen right here in Huntsville to provide experiences for young people. Well, friends, we'll step aside. We'll take a break. We'll have Yuri on with us when we come back on the other side, so we'll learn from him and talk to him for just a brief moment. Stay with us. A lot happening on the show today. Our friend Abby here as well. We'll talk to Abby in just a few moments, too, and catch up with her and see what she's been up to in the great world over at the Color Bar. So we'll take a break. Remember, text in the keyword fall. It feels like fall again. I have the door open. Denise, I've been waiting for the moment that I could just open the door again here.
I know. I pulled up and I was like, oh, this is so much better than when I was here in May.
Yeah.
It was sweltering.
Plus, I cleaned it up a little bit in here, too, So we started having so much stuff coming in here from people that I had to figure out what I'm going to do with it all. So, but text in the keyword fall along with your name. $20 gift certificate today to Double Dave's. Also, going to throw in a swag bag of some Hello Huntsville goodies. And I did want to remember, too, that we do have 2 tickets we're giving away to the Veterans Banquet happening on Saturday night at the Harts Veterans Museum. So we're going to put those in there as well. So a lot of things that we'll be providing today. All you got to do is text in the keyword fall along with your name on the Granny Mary's Cajun Asian Cuisine text line at 936-339-0139. We'll step aside, take a break, a little national news for you, and we'll be back in a moment. This is your show. As always, it's Good Morning Huntsville.
USA News, I'm Lance Pry. Defense officials say the United States conducted an airstrike on a weapons storage facility in eastern Syria used by Iranian-backed militants. Dave Collins has more.
President Biden ordered the strike in response to the drone and rocket attacks on the U.S. forces in Iraq and Syria that have left dozens injured. Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin says he's fully prepared to take the necessary measures to protect U.S. personnel in the region.
New Jersey Congressman Democrat Josh Gottheimer is introducing a bill to fight disinformation on social media, specifically the uptick during the Israel-Hamas war. The Stop Hate Act would require social media companies to release reports on violations on their platforms and how they address the disinformation. The biggest concern is Communist China's TikTok and the algorithms intentionally pushed at American users. Gottheimer has asked the United States Attorney General to require the Chinese-owned platform to register as a foreign agent. A diabetes drug from Eli Lilly is getting approved by the FDA to be used as a weight loss drug. The drug is called Mounjaro for diabetes and will now be called Zepbound when used for weight loss. Zepbound was shown in trials to yield over 20% average weight loss on higher doses over a 72-week period. That would make it the most effective weight loss drug on the market. The FDA approved the drug for those with obesity or those characterized as overweight with at least one health condition because of their weight. Since mid-July, there's been an increased number of earthquakes under Mount St. Helens in Washington state. Over 400 very small earthquakes have been recorded. The U.S. Geological Survey has stated that there is no cause for concern, but this recent period of heightened short-term activity marks the longest since the mountain's last eruption in 2008. USA News.
I'd like to introduce you to our new sponsor, Get the Tea. Get the Tea carries all-natural, non-GMO organic teas and supplements made in the USA. Get the Tea's ingredients are the purest available. My favorite is Life Change Tea. Life Change Tea is a gentle daily cleanse containing 12 herbs that, when combined, really keep things moving. I drink it every day, and my energy has never been better. I'm feeling great. Life Change Tea comes in 3 delicious flavors: natural, peppermint, and pomegranate. It's an easy and delicious way to keep your digestion on track. And for those on the go, try D365. D365 is Life Change Tea in a capsule. Drink the tea or take D365 capsules and keep your digestion running smoothly. Go to getthetea.com and enter discount code USA to get 10% off any size order. That's getthetea.com, discount code USA for 10% off your order.
There's a place in Huntsville and now in Conroe where you're more than a customer, you're part of the family. A place where style meets comfort and every visit feels like a treat. Welcome to the Color Bar Hair Salon. From the moment you walk in, our friendly stylists work to create a look that's perfect for you. Whether it's a fresh cut, a vibrant new color, or a blowout for that special occasion, at the Color Bar, we've got you covered. We pride ourselves on creating an environment where our guests can relax, enjoy a beverage, and let us do the pampering. We use top-notch products like Kevin Murphy and even offer hair extensions for those looking to add a little extra flair. And when it's got to be perfect, we ensure you leave looking and feeling your best self. But don't just take our word for it. Book a reservation or buy a gift card online and experience it firsthand. Visit us online at colorbartx.com and discover why at the Color Bar Hair Salon you get an experience that goes beyond. The Color Bar, where you belong. See you soon.
All right, friends, back at it here on a thankful Thursday. Denise, we joke around on this show sometimes. We say Thursday because it's kind of like Huntsville, Thursday or Thursday. Do you ever have a day where you feel like it's a Thursday instead of a Thursday?
Yeah, probably.
I don't even know what I mean by saying any of this.
But sometimes they just are there.
They're just there. Well, you know what, folks? We are just here, and we're just here for you. It's always a joy to bring you the show as we come back. And let's welcome in Yuri. What's going on, my friend?
Hola, buen día.
So great to have you. So wonderful to be here today. And, man, it's great to have you here, not just in the U.S., but in Texas. What do you think so far?
It's so good, Texas. It's so good. I like it.
Did you think growing up, you know, when you heard about Texas, did you have this mental picture of Texas of like cowboy boots and big hats?
Yeah.
See, everybody had, but you haven't really seen that, have you?
Yeah, I have it because when my father told me that I'm going to Texas, I think, whoa, Cowboys.
Now, football in Spain, different. Soccer is what football is there. Big, right? Number one sport?
Yes.
You played soccer over in Spain. So from that transition, you came here, you're going to Huntsville High School. You were on the JV football team.
Yeah, I decided this decision because my brother had this experience in Kansas, and he tried to do football, and he told me that it's incredible, and I tried it. And
you liked it a lot. Now you were a kicker, right?
Yes.
Were you kicking field goals, punting? What all were you doing?
Kickoff and field goals.
Awesome. So it's I have a friend named Matt McRobert who is from Australia. And he went to Sam Houston State University, won the national championship as the punt. He was the punter for the team. And of course, he played soccer. So you always hear of that transition. So favorite team, American football, do you watch it? Do you have any favorite teams?
Yeah, I think that Kansas City Chiefs.
Okay.
Because my brother was in Kansas and I started to see like the NFL with him.
Yeah. That could be in your pocket, All you got to do is keep working hard, keep kicking. You never know where that's going to lead to. So the Dallas Cowboys have a kicker who came in, just set a rookie record, and is a rookie just starting out. He's made 19 field goals in a row, hasn't missed yet. So that's going to be you, Yuri, in a few years on a Sunday, all right? I'm going to watch you play. But you got to go to the Dallas Cowboys, okay?
And then Rob will say, I had that kid on my show.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. So, well, Yuri, it's great to have you here. It's cool. Denise has done a great job just with the exchange program. What kind of led you to want to be a part of an exchange program?
Yeah, because I had my sister and my brother had this experience. My sister went to Minnesota, my brother to Kansas, and they told me that it's incredible and you can have it one time in your life and try it, and I'm here.
None of the other siblings have went to Texas, though, right?
No.
That's good. We'll see, you went to the best state then. Minnesota, very cold. I was in North Dakota for a year. Very cold, especially this time of the year. Maybe it would be cool to experience. We talked about experiences a while ago, right? There's some experiences that you really enjoy. I enjoyed being up there for a while. There's some experiences you don't enjoy. I enjoyed being up there, didn't enjoy the cold. The first week was awesome. And then after that, I was like, okay. Now, that's not why we left. Everybody's like, you left because of that. How cold does it get in Spain? Do you ever get any snow, those kind of things?
Yeah, if you live like in the mountains, the cold it's more often, but the part, like I'm near Barcelona, like in 20 minutes in train. So it's not that cold. In winter, yeah, but no.
See, your view of Texas, I love hearing your view of it, Yuri, because you talked about the cowboy hats. And when I think of Spain, I think of like the toro and the guy with the with the bullfighting. Yeah. That's a thing, right?
Yeah.
But that's not what it's not what it's all about.
No.
Have you ever been to any of those? Like, don't they have the one where they run through the city? Do they still do that?
Yeah, no, but in a part of Spain when on Iborn, no.
Would you ever do that? The one where they run for the city, or you got to be super crazy to do that?
Yeah, you gotta super crazy.
We say, in Spanish here, loco. You got to be loco, or loco güero, which means crazy white boy to do that. So you got to be a loco güero to be there. So that would be me. I would be a loco güero down there trying to do that, man. Well, Yuri, what have you enjoyed most about this experience so far? I know you've had so many experiences. Maybe one or two things that you've really enjoyed the most so far.
Yeah. The first, I think it's my host family. It's so good. I have like a lot of lucky. And the second one, I think that play football because this make me like meet more friends because we have like a big team and I made a lot of friends. And then I spend a lot of time with my friends. Yeah, that's
awesome. It's cool for you to be able to share that. As mentioned earlier, I know you don't know him very well, but James Cawthon is Billy's son, his dad is with me every Friday, and he's on the JV team. And you guys had a great season. I mean, I think y'all only lost, one game?
Yeah, and was in that district.
That's great, yeah. So, well, how much longer are you here? I didn't ask Denise this because I was going to save it for you. How much longer are you here?
10 months.
Just another month?
No, 10.
Oh, 10 months. Wow. Yeah. So is this like a year program? Or
it's for the school year.
Okay.
So they'll arrive mid to late August, and they leave within about 7 days from the last day of school.
That's awesome.
So, yeah.
It's a sad time when you leave, though. But it's good because you get to take back all of these experiences and go back and share them kind of with your friends and your family, of course. I got to talk food because I told you earlier, Texas, there's big boys here in town. I'm a big boy in Texas. I eat a lot of hamburgers. Okay, I need to lay off the burgers. Yeah. What is a food? If I came to Spain, Yuri, what is a food that I absolutely have to have?
I think that paella is a typical food. It's rice with different type of fish. It's so good.
Paella. And you said, Denise, he cooked, right? Is that he was cooking?
You made a potato dish?
Tortilla patatas that is like eggs, scrambled eggs with potatoes.
Oh man, that sounds so good. And you know what? Denise brought us some kolaches this morning. She was so generous to us. That's whenever we came here to do this show, Yuri, that was the number one thing. Is I thought about how much food can we get every morning. And so Denise is helping. I'm just kidding. So, Yuri, you know, it's been neat. What is something for you that when you decided that you wanted to do this, and obviously your siblings did it. You talked about that too. But what is like maybe one thing that you really hope to learn or take back with you?
I think that English, because I arrived here that I didn't know a lot of English, and I think that I'm feeling the progress of my English. And
So you didn't know how long have you been here again?
3 months.
Wow, and you've picked up all of a big chunk of this in just those 3 months.
Yeah,
that's incredible.
Well, our students, when they come over, they have to have a minimum language score. So they do speak, read, write English. But to them, their English is not very good because they want to be fluent, proficient.
Yeah.
And so when he says, I didn't know English, he did know English. It just maybe wasn't as good as he thought it needed to
gotcha.
be, But it's gotten better, too. Yeah, but their accent, same. We speak to them, and they're like, "What did you say?" Our Texas accent. So he did know English. He was doing very well when he got here.
Yeah, well, I think it's incredible. The words that you're speaking back to me in English are just. I mean, I pick up everything. There's a phrase I always say: "Are you picking up what I'm putting down?" I'm picking up what you're putting down. All right, Yuri. So. All right, I got to ask you this. 16 years old, right?
Yes.
Do they get to drive? Do you get to drive? No driving?
No, because in Spain, you can take the license at 18.
Oh, not 16. You have to be 18.
Yeah.
Wow.
In Spain, it's all at 18. Like, you can, I don't know, like, you can drive at 18. The alcohol is at 18. I think that you can go to the prison at 18.
Oh, yeah.
It's all.
Well, that's pretty neat. I didn't realize 18 to drive. Here it's 16, but they have what's called a hardship license here that in some rural areas, I've heard of this, back in the day, you could get a license at 14 and 15. You can get your learner's permit at 15, but I heard stories of young people driving at 14. And what's crazy here, too? I don't know. Greg Smith is a pilot here that lives here in this area. He runs our Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. He would know this, but I think you can be like 11 or 12 and get like a pilot's license. You can fly. So do you think that's kind of neat? You can fly an airplane that young. Would you trust a pilot that was like 12 years old?
No.
What was that like? I wanted to ask you about the travel. Getting over here. Have you ever traveled like that before? What was that like for you?
Yeah, for me it was so long. I don't like it a lot because it was like 9 hours to Miami and then 3 to Texas. But I travel a lot because my family likes to do a lot of travels.
Yeah.
We went to New York, and it was so long too. But yeah.
Well, that's cool. What do you think here in Huntsville? What have you? I know I asked you earlier what you've enjoyed about this whole journey so far, but what do you think about Huntsville? People have been pretty nice to you.
Yeah. The best are the people, and yeah.
We ask people every day on the show, what are they, people that are from here, we always ask them, what are you most thankful for? And the majority of people say, everyone here is so friendly. So I'm glad that we were able to re-extend that back to you because we want you to go back and we want you to brag on Huntsville and talk about Huntsville's the greatest town I've ever been to in my life, all right? So when you go back, will you share that?
Yeah.
Have you been to the statue out on the interstate, the Big Sam statue?
Yes.
What'd you think of that?
So big.
Pretty cool, huh?
Yeah.
What some other things I wanted to ask you too. What do you do for fun? For maybe some things in Spain that you do there that you wish that people here would do that you think is neat.
I do the same. Like I hang out with the friends. I play sports. Yeah.
And you play soccer back over there, right? Well, I guess we call it soccer here, but football there, right? So, well, that's cool. Well, Yuri, it's been so great getting to know you, and we're looking forward to just great things continuing in your life. And I want to lift you up this morning and tell you you're a great young man, and I truly believe the best is yet to come in your life. So just keep working hard. You have a great attitude. You're very positive. And you're a guy that I think a lot of people are going to want to hear from and be around as you continue to get older. So keep doing what you do, young man.
Thank you.
It's a great man right here. He's got a good handshake. See, in Texas, we got a good handshake. And I noticed that right away. He had the good handshake. Well, Denise, it's been great. Thank you so much for bringing Yuri on.
Yeah,
this is so much fun. And I think we're going to do this a little more often, right? I think you've booked out some other.
I booked once a month.
Yeah.
So we can try to get a student from a different country every month.
Yeah, well, this is great. We get to learn about Yuri and his family and his experiences, and he'll take a little bit of Huntsville back with him. So, so we're excited. Yuri, is there anything else you want to say before we let you go?
No.
Can you say a Stingham Hornets, because that's the school motto here?
In my language?
Yeah, can you say it in your language?
Being a Hornet.
All right, I like it. All right, there we go. So, once again, that was Yuri joining us here along with Denise. Denise, before we let you go, we put up there earlier, folks can find out more information if they want to get involved at world-heritage.org. Great organization and exchange students right here in Huntsville, which is awesome. Is there anything else that we missed that maybe you want to highlight this morning?
No, I just think if you can't host, there's still a way for you to be involved, and I would love to chat with anybody that thinks, maybe or has questions or anything. And it's even just coming on some of our activities with the students to get to be around them,
All right.
So, yeah.
Perfect. Well, go to the website. You can find out more information, world-heritage.org. We'll step aside. We'll take a break. We'll close out the show when we come back. Abby's with us. We'll hear from her for a little bit as well. Stay with us. More to come here as we close it out. When we come back, this is your show as always. This is Good Morning Huntsville.
There's a place in Huntsville and now in Conroe where you're more than a customer, you're part of the family. A place where style meets comfort and every visit feels like a treat. Welcome to the Color Bar Hair Salon. From the moment you walk in, our friendly stylists work to create a look that's perfect for you. Whether it's a fresh cut, a vibrant new color, or a blowout for that special occasion, at the Color Bar, we've got you covered. We pride ourselves on creating an environment where our guests can relax, enjoy a beverage, and let us do the pampering. We use top-notch products like Kevin Murphy and even offer hair extensions for those looking to add a little extra flair. And when it's got to be perfect, we ensure you leave looking and feeling your best self. But don't just take our word for it. Book a reservation or buy a gift card online and experience it firsthand. Visit us online at colorbartx.com and discover why at the Color Bar Hair Salon you get an experience that goes beyond. The Color Bar, where you belong. See you soon.
When you live and work in the town where you were born and raised, lots of people become just like family. I'm Billy Cawthon, manager of Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. Over the years, we've shared a lot of good times and some tough times, and I'm honored to be the one you call on in your time of need. At Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, our goal is to help our neighbors in need and always provide the most outstanding service available, even on those really tough days. I thank you for your trust in us. At Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, we're here for you.
Belief music there. That's what this title's called. So maybe this morning you're waking up in disbelief, in a negative way. It's good to have disbelief in a positive way, but maybe this morning you've got some disbelief in a negative way. You can't believe that things aren't going the way that you hoped for. You can't believe that your car wouldn't start. You can't believe that a relationship just ended. Friends, want to encourage you this morning. You know what? Have positive belief this morning that all things work together for good. And we want to lift you up and encourage you here as you're waking up. And it's always encouraging to have our friend Abby joining. Abby, good to see you.
Hi, good morning.
Great to see you. I know.
Great to see you.
Don't worry. I know some things were going on this morning, so no worries at all. I didn't want you to be worried or anything. So, but we know that you had a few things going on this morning. But thanks for being here and for hopping in with us. Abby is over at the Color Bar. She's a great young lady, and your role has kind of changed over there, right?
It has.
Yeah,
I
so
did
what's
a
going
big
on?
shift. So last time I was on, I was still a reservation specialist with the Color Bar. And so when we opened up our Conroe location, Justin switched me all around.
Did the old switcherooski on you,
Yeah,
huh?
he sure did. And he put me in a new marketing role. So now I work really closely with Justin and a couple other amazing people who help me so much. And we do events. I am in some networking groups, just making connections with other small business owners, trying to do some events with business owners who want to get their name out there, things like that. So I've been really enjoying it.
Yeah, you have been busy. Do you get to go out and like go to chamber stuff? Are you going to the breakfast this morning?
No.
You're not?
I did not know that it was. Is it the Huntsville Chamber?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm close with the Conroe Chamber.
Okay.
Huntsville Chamber, I'm still trying to get a loop on.
Okay, perfect. So there's usually somebody from the Color Bar represented, and that's why we're gonna sign off in like about 7 minutes so I can get over there. It's right down the street, so I always want to make it to that.
Yeah.
Well, it's good. I love to hear about the change in what you're doing, and that's what I love about Justin and the Color Bar, because he's all about education and teaching, but there's room for you to grow. Maybe talk a little bit about that. Maybe there's an employee this morning, that or someone out there that's interested in coming to work for the Color Bar. What have you enjoyed so far the most? And maybe talk about that education and the room for advancement.
Yeah, I would say that specifically just with being at the Color Bar, Justin has helped me grow tremendously. I have always been able to talk to people, but not very well. And
I thought you've blindsided me, because I always thought you talked to people great.
No, I've been able to. Like, one-on-one has been easy for me, but in big group settings and when I have to do things, I get very overwhelmed. And I think Justin saw that pretty early on. He was like, man, she gets stressed.
Yeah.
So he helped me kind of manage my stress and also grow as a person and just become more talkative and being able to make those connections better and deeper with people. I expressed to him that I wanted to go to hair school and become a hairstylist.
Awesome.
And so he was like, well, let's put you in marketing and you need to get your face out there so people know you. And I was like, you're right. So we've been doing that, and it's been really good. So he has like a whole training plan that he like curates for his staff members and stylists and everything to become the best stylist and person you can be, and I really admire that. I think it's
so
great.
you're getting to learn so many different kind of facets of the business and the marketing thing, and you're right. If you want to be in the industry as far as an actual stylist, you want people to come to you, and so you need people to know you. And I think your personality is so great, and you're just a positive light to so many people that one day when you get that, Abby, I think you're going to be overwhelmed with clients. So
I mean,
in a positive
hope so.
way.
You can always hope you want more clients.
Yeah. Well, it's been cool just getting to know you over these last, few months that you've came on the show here. And how many months are you at the Color Bar now? Is it like 3 or 4? Is it
6 months
now?
now.
Wow, it's been long. Wow, okay.
Yeah, 6 months now. Hopefully many, many more to come. I love it. I truly don't think I could find a better company to work for.
Yeah.
I mean, Justin personally, so he's just a great guy. Then as long as with all the other staff members, they make it fun. They make work worth it. So
we've had Pablo on the show.
Oh, he's great.
Chris on the show. I ran up to Pablo, and he's at HEB, and I was like, hey, Pablo, give me your money, man. And he's like, he didn't even jump, and he's like, hey, what's up? And I was like, oh, I was trying to startle you. He goes, you didn't startle me, man.
We mess with him all the time because he says he's either at HEB or Target every day.
Yeah.
And so we're like, we'll find you. It's one or the other, but we'll find you.
He's over at the Mill Simple aisle. I shop at that Mill Simple aisle all the time because the meals are just ready to go.
Yeah, they're so easy.
Yeah. Bridget, Bridget, my sweetheart, she knows how to cook, though, and it's I don't want to offend you, Bridget, but those Mill Simples, I think if I bring that home and it offends her, and they are nowhere close to as good as her cooking, by the way. I'm not knocking HEB, but ain't nobody going to beat Bridget's cooking. That's just what I'm saying.
Home cooked always.
It's the best. Abby, you've talked about, your role kind of shifting. Are you a lot in Conroe now? I mean, is that kind of where your primary kind of deal is, or are you still coming here to Huntsville? Obviously on the show today, but
yes. So I would say my primary focus as far as work definitely Maine's and Conroe,
because you're trying to help grow the new store there. Yeah,
and especially with Conroe being a bigger developed area already, and they already have more established hair salons. It's a little hard to compete with those people who are already there. So we're just trying to go out there and really just say like, hey, we're here if you'd like to come and see us. And so that's what I've been doing. Passing out little cards, going to events, making sure that people are knowing our name. And it's been really good and beneficial because a lot of people have come in and say like, oh, I've been hearing about you guys, or oh, I saw the sign on the freeway, or, just things like that. And I'm like, okay, good. Yay, it's working.
Yeah, I love that.
So-
Well, that's so good. Well, just keep up the great work. You do incredible work, Abby. And like I said earlier, I think you're just a positive light for folks when they come into the Color Bar, and what you're doing is working out really well. So keep doing that.
Thank you.
Anything else that's been going on in your world? I mean, you work so much. Were you at Sam before? Are you still at Sam
Yeah.
also? So you're juggling all this at once?
Yes. So I'm literally everywhere all at one time. But I am a SAM student. I'm still majoring in health sciences. I'm just trying to get my degree plan out of the way. I have about 2 more years left on it. Hopefully a little bit less. Everybody's trying to get out of there quick. And then I start at the Aveda Institute in January.
Oh, cool.
So I will begin getting my cosmetology license and transforming into that career path in January. And yeah, I'm just kind of doing college online for right now.
Yeah, well, that's a lot that you were taking on, and that's admirable because it's not easy. I was talking to somebody the other day that's a student, and just with all the juggles you have to do, from not just trying to work and do that, which you're doing, but then also going to school. That's a full time and a half job right there. At once. So.
It is a lot. I mean, I've just kind of told, because my dad has said the same thing. He's like, you have so much on your plate, and I'm like, well, I'm passionate about where I'm working. So like, I would never want to put my energy elsewhere because I love what I'm doing and I feel like I'm actually making a difference. Whereas school is, my degree is hopefully my backup plan. If cosmetology takes off, which we're hoping it does.
Yeah.
So if that works, then my degree is my backup plan. So I'm like, I want to put my energy where I'm passionate. So
somebody told me once, and it's funny you brought this up, Abby. Said, "Oh, you got a lot on your plate." I said, "Yeah, but I also have a big appetite." So if you got a lot on your plate and you got a big appetite, no problem. You just eat it all,
funny.
right?
I'll use that.
Yeah.
I'll use
I
that.
just tell people, well, you got a lot on your plate. Well, I got a big appetite, so there you go.
I'm
So,
hungry.
and you say, don't be throwing all that negative juice my way. I don't take it, man. No. So, well, Abby, so great to have you here today. And like I said, don't worry. I know you had some things going on earlier today, but Denise was here, so we hopped right into it. It was cool to hear I wish you could have talked to him. He was a pretty great young man, right?
He was, yes. I got right at the end of the conversation. He was amazing. I think it's crazy that they just do all of this at such a young age. I mean, I'm only a couple years older than him, and I could not even see myself going to Spain to live with an entirely different family. I would be very scared, and I'm sure he was very scared coming over here. So I'm just glad that Denise was able to provide a great family. And Justin as well, he's having an exchange student right now from the Netherlands.
Yeah.
And he's doing great, and it's amazing. I would love to do this whenever I have an established place of my own.
Well, let's head over to the Granny Mary's Cajun Asian Cuisine text
Awesome.
line. I won't make you, be the phone caller today, Abby. You did that. You remember you did that for me the first time I think you were on the show, right?
I did. I'm sure they were confused. Your voice is very distinctive.
Yeah. Yours is, now people know you because you've been on the show.
Right.
So the randomizer has picked. We have random honking. There's Irma. We have fans that drive. That's like the 5th person that's honked this morning.
That's so funny. If they're listening in, they could probably hear
Your
their
call
honks.
has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system. 9.
Well, they didn't win because they didn't answer. This lady may win. She's won before. It's been a while, but here we go.
right.
Here we go. I almost was going to give it away if you didn't answer because I got to get to chamber breakfast.
Good morning.
Good morning. This sounds like Kathy Schweitzer.
Yes. How are you?
I'm great. How are you doing today?
I am good. I'm in your old stomping grounds. I'm in Round Rock right now. George. Close.
You're down at the rock. You know, Kathy, where Round Rock, what it was named after?
No, sir.
So this is corny town history. There's a creek, Brushy Creek, in Round Rock. There is a legitimate Round Rock in that creek, and that's what they named the town after.
Hey, it's nice to learn something new. That's funny.
Yeah, so go by and take a picture with the Round Rock while you're there. All right. Well, Well, Kathy,
All right.
congratulations. You've won a nice we've got a little swag bag. We have a $20 gift certificate to Double Dave's Pizza. And also, and if you're not able to make it on Saturday, feel free to give the tickets away. But we have 2 tickets to a veterans banquet over at Hearts Museum on Saturday night. So we want to we want to include all that for you. You bet. So we appreciate you very much, Kathy. Abby's here with us too this morning.
Yes, ma'am. Good morning, Miss Kathy. Congratulations on winning.
Thank you. I'm going to have to catch the show on the way home. I haven't gotten to watch it today, but I look forward to it. Thank you so much.
Awesome. Yes, ma'am. I'm also going to throw in a little $25 off gift certificate with Rob so he can go ahead and put that in the basket for you for the color bar so you can come by and see us.
Wow.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Yes, ma'am.
You just got like $150 value today, Kathy. How about that?
Well, it's Thursday. Something to be thankful for.
Thankful Thursday. Well, Kathy, have a blessed day. We appreciate you very much.
All right. Y'all too. Thank you.
Yes,
All right.
ma'am.
Boy, that's great. Kathy's a trustee with our school district here too on the school board. She's such a great lady, and she's won 1 or 2 times before. So that is wonderful. Thank you for doing that,
yeah,
Abby.
Of course.
So, well, friends, I got to go. We got chamber breakfast, and
We do.
I usually show up a few minutes late on that, but that's okay. So, friends, that'll wrap it up. Tomorrow, Randy Thompson will be with us here on the show, so make sure that you join us for another episode of Good Morning Huntsville as we continue to promote all the good things happening here. Go by the Color Bar. And if you're in the Conroe area, maybe you know somebody in the Conroe area that is looking for a new stylist. Tell them to go to the Color Bar. They are still here in Huntsville. They're not going anywhere.
No.
Justin still serves MRC Creekside as well. And I know he's got a couple of other ideas in his back pocket also. So.
Always. Always.
Abby, thanks for being here this morning.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me again.
You bet. Friends, that'll wrap it up today as we just want to celebrate all the great things happening here in Huntsville. So get up, make a difference today. Somebody out there is needing you. I end every broadcast with that message that we're not strong enough alone to make it on our own. We truly need each other. Provide a word of encouragement. Lend a hand of support. Somebody out there needs you. Until next time, good morning, Huntsville, and God bless. We'll see you back at it bright and early tomorrow, 7 a.m. Take care.